from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
New literacy standards coming for Virginia students. We'll tell you about them. And a shooting overnight in Short Pump sends one man to the hospital. We'll have details in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Friday, April 29th, 2022. It's brought to you today by the Barnes & Deal Law Firm.
And now for the news.
Yesterday, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin signed the Virginia Literacy Act, a piece of legislation that'll change the state's literacy curriculum and require reading intervention services be provided to young students who are struggling to read. Delegate Carrie Coyner of Chesterfield was a patron of the House version of the bill. She said the legislation will give students in the state the best chance they've ever had to read on grade level by the third grade. A study from the Phonological Awareness Literacy Screening, or PALS, found that about a third of all K through 2 students in the Commonwealth scored below their expected levels last year, a 20-year low that the researchers called, quote, alarming, end quote. One component of the law, which takes effect for the 2024-25 school year, will require local school boards to provide reading intervention services to students in kindergarten through third grade who demonstrate substantial deficiencies based on certain assessments. That is already happening in Henrico County. All told, Henrico has 47 reading specialists with at least one specialist in 34 schools. There are 12 other schools that share 6 specialists. Our Anna Bryson was at yesterday's event and has complete coverage about this topic. Right now you can read it on henricocitizen.com by clicking on News and Education. And an overnight shooting in Short Pump sent one man to the hospital with a non-life-threatening injury. It happened a little after 1 a.m. this morning in the 4200 block of Broad Hill Drive. That's just off West Broad Street in an apartment and townhome community west of West Broad Marketplace near the Goochland line. Police detained another adult male and the investigation is ongoing, but they said there's no immediate threat to the public and believe the situation appeared to be an isolated incident. Well, right now in Virginia there are as many as 1,200 unfilled teacher positions in grades K through 12. According to the Virginia Association of Colleges and Teacher Educators. Vacancies among teachers have increased by nearly 62% from the 2018-19 school year to the 2020-21 school year, according to an article published by Virginia Mercury. And then data from a Virginia Department of Education report last October showed more than 2,500 vacancies. Today on henricocitizen.com you can learn more about what the state and localities are doing to try to close that gap. It's an article from our partners at the Capitol News Service. Read it by clicking on News and then Education. More than 90 students spent the last 2 days getting a first-hand look at what it's like to be in Henrico County's government. They were part of the Student Government Day experience. It's the 63rd time the county has hosted the event, but it wasn't hosted the last 2 years because of COVID. The students got to shadow elected and appointed officials, including members of the Board of Supervisors, school board, county manager, school superintendent, and other constitutional officers and judges to learn about their roles and responsibilities. The event concluded yesterday with a simulated Board of Supervisors work session and regular meeting. During the meeting, students had opportunities to discuss and debate local issues as if they were officially in the roles they were playing. And every week we update you on the latest health reports from Henrico restaurants. If you're getting ready to head out this weekend, you might want to check it out before you do. See who's got violations and who doesn't. You can visit henricocitizen.com and click on News, then Restaurant Watch. And if you own a fuel-efficient vehicle, you may now be able to save money on your highway use fee by enrolling in the Virginia DMV's new Mileage Choice program. It's a voluntary option for drivers of electric, hybrid, or fuel-efficient vehicles who have to pay the state's highway use fee currently. The fee is based on the number of miles the average Virginian drives a year. That's 11,600. But instead of paying the fee up front at registration, Participants in the Mileage Choice program will only pay for the actual number of miles they drive throughout the year. So if you drive less than 11,600, it'll save you money. You can learn more about the program at dmvnow.com/VA Mileage Choice. This week is designated as Historic Garden Week throughout the Commonwealth. It ends tomorrow, and today is your opportunity to visit the Executive Mansion, home of the governor. You can tour the mansion and the Charles Gillette Garden. It's free today between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. The Executive Mansion in downtown Richmond was built in 1813. It's the oldest continuously occupied governor's home in the United States that was built for that purpose. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Barnes & Deal. Barnes & Deal has emerged as a highly respected family law firm over the past 3 decades with the resources, skills, and experience necessary to handle high-asset divorces and other complex family law matters across Virginia. To learn more, visit barnesfamilylaw.com, that's BARNES, or call 796-1000.